So I'm an economist and I do applied economic research, particularly looking at business performance, firm performance, industry dynamics, intellectual property and innovation is the areas we look at. Now, I'm a director of a research centre. There's about 20 people in the centre. And the hallmark of our research is we use very large detailed data sets to find empirical regularities and test policy and test, hypotheses about why things are happening or why they're not happening. Almost first and foremost, we need stability in government policy. So what I've seen, over many decades is every time there's a change of minister, as well as a change of government, you get the whole suite of programs almost completely changes, or it's renamed, or it's cut down, it's scaled up, it's merged. And that causes an enormous amount of confusion amongst industry. That the learning costs for industry and learning how to engage properly, or industry or academia or university, engage properly with government policy is large. It's very large. And if you're constantly changing it, you get frequent flyers who are always in there getting government programs, but you don't get the bulk of people in there. So where I see the biggest productivity gains in Australia is actually not necessarily by the frontier firms, which is a lot of what we're talking about here, but it's firms a little bit behind the frontier. And if they can catch up, if they can improve their efficiency by 10%, then that will make a huge difference to GDP and the standard of living in Australia. So, and for that, I think you need a lot of stability in government policy, and you need, maybe, dare I say, a lot of decisions taken out of the hands of politicians and put into the statutory bodies which industry and the community and academia govern or control or manage somehow. So you do get that grassroots up aspect as well as stability.
Fantastic.
Look, I think, Australia's at a very important transition period. Coal is our third largest exports. It's headed really for, the end. With iron ore, it's been boosted a lot with fantastic iron ore prices, and it's great. But if China starts to recycle their steel, or if China starts to source from Brazil, or source in a greater quantities from Brazil, then we'll see drop in demand for iron ore as well. Our education markets have taken a big hit during the pandemic. We don't know whether they'll bounce back. A lot of international students are now going to the UK and Canada because they've been more welcoming. So there are three largest export industries. Now, what this means is that we've put all our eggs in three baskets, really, and we need to diversify. We need to have more champion industries to sort of de-risk the GDP or the growth of the economy and make the economy more robust by having more industries. And that's where innovation comes in, because you can't have a frontier export-led industry without being innovative, without being the best in the world at either the cheapest or having the best products, or both.
Okay,
Great. Look, Innovation Oz is really amazing because everyone's sort of heard about it through word of mouth. And they've heard about it through word of mouth because it's so good. The quality of the information is so good. And the type of information they're giving, the articles they're giving, aren't reproduced anywhere else. So they're not reproduced in the mainstream media, the hard copy media. And I don't really look at much social network. I don't think they're on Facebook, but I wouldn't know. But it's great because it's really filled a niche that a lot of people who are working in the area of the business of innovation, or the science of innovation, or the management of innovation really, really need that information, and it's just been terrific. And I think the fact there are so many people came here today is a testament to the credibility of the publication.
yeah. So just talking about the innovation papers today, what do you think the impact of this piece of work is?
The actual hard copy.
Yeah, and bringing all these minds together, I guess.
Well, hopefully it will. I mean, we're at a fantastic time when you've got a new government and a change of government party as well. Hopefully, that they're going to be open and receptive to new policy ideas. Obviously, they went into the election with some ideas, but very much in those first year of government is where they flesh out and put serious commitments down to reforming policy. So hopefully it will influence them. I'm hoping some of the ministerial advisors have come along, as well as it's hard to get politicians to come to these things, but that the people that advise them are very, very important. So hopefully they've come in.